Hi everybody. So I wanted to take a few minutes and take you through some of the new titles that I have in my library. Certainly not a complete listing of every single new title, but a nice little variety. So diving right in, I really love this one here. This is called A Year in My Life. And this is a journal, but with more. So you get 365 different activities, suggestions to do. So each day your child opens up the journal, and for example, day 95, what is the date today? Look up a famous person whose birthday is today. Write something interesting about him or her. So it's really nice because it gives them an opportunity to learn new things, really expand their imagination. And for some kids, keeping a journal is just kind of tedious. They don't know what to write. So great journal book. Love it. Okay, how many of you have heard of drones? These are very popular and somewhat controversial. We hear them talked about in the news quite a bit these days, and this book is a nonfiction book that's going to tell you all about them. Eyes in the sky. So great photographs of these little spy machines, as well as all kinds of information, what they do, how they work, deep blue drones. So that is a great book for the middle schooler, maybe a little bit younger, those that are interested in that type of thing. And then we have for our early readers, young beginners, Baby Animals and Ants. These are great little nonfiction books. I don't know a little kid out there that doesn't enjoy baby animals. Giraffes, penguins, great little drawings and information about baby animals. Fun. Ants. That's another one. Most kids have a thing for bugs. This has got some really neat pictures and drawings, and again, facts about ants and how they live and how they work, what they're all about. Great for spring. The weather's getting warmer. All kinds of bugs out there to explore. This is a great new series. Right now there's just 2 in the series. This one is I Want to Be an Astronaut or a Stuntman or a Spy or a Firefighter Pilot. This is a great story about what I want to be when I grow up. And this is a real adventurous story. But in the end, they don't have to decide because they're still just a kid and they've got plenty of time. But what a fun book, giving kids great ideas about maybe what they can be when they get big. Okay, I'm really excited to read this one with my little guy. This is Olga the Guinea Pig. And this is a hardcover chapter book about Olga the Guinea Pig and all the great little adventures that she goes on. And for those of you that remember Paddington Bear, it is written by the same author. So fabulous new chapter book. Okay, my first reference book about how things grow. Again, this is another great one for spring and really for all the seasons because it does touch on all of the different seasons, but spreading seeds, kinds of seeds, flowers, growing food, just all kinds of interesting information, pictures about, food, plants, trees, flowers, where they come from, how they grow. Great reference book. Okay, so those of you that maybe are a little familiar with Usborne might have seen this really fun book that came out, I believe, last season called I'm a Dirty Dinosaur. My little guy and I absolutely loved it. Really fun story. This little dinosaur that just, he gets pretty dirty. They actually used dirt when they were making the book. And, like most little kids, he doesn't want to take a bath, but it was a lot of fun. And now they have I'm a Hungry Dinosaur. Same little dinosaur, all about baking and of course making a mess. He's good at that, but really fun because this time they actually use chocolate. No, you can't eat the book, but it sure is fun to read with your little guy or little girl. This is a really neat one. This is by the author that wrote The Children Who Loved Books, one of my favorites. This is called Blue Whale Blues, and it's about a whale and his little buddies in the ocean. And I think this is a really good one if you're trying to teach your kid about emotions and how we feel, how other people feel, and, you know, being sympathetic to them, trying to cheer them up. So just a great learning book. This is by one of our authors too. If you guys know Dan the Taxi Man, that's a really fun rhyming book by Eric Odie. And now he has Too Many Tomatoes. So it too is a fun rhyming book, which is great for the kids. But it's, as you can imagine, about vegetables and a garden and this little boy who's, you know, helping with the garden with his grandparents. And they wind up with too many tomatoes. And so it just takes you on the story of what they're growing and what they do with all the vegetables and, of course, all of the tomatoes. So lots and lots of fun. Then one of our Usborne picture books. This is a classic. This is a condensed version of a chapter book that I loved growing up, Anne of Green Gables. I just loved that series growing up, and now I can read it with my kids and share that same familiar story, but in a shorter version. So really excited about that. Okay. So these next three are part of one of my absolute favorite series, the Shine a Light. And unfortunately, I don't have a flashlight for this video to demonstrate, but there are plenty of other videos out there that demonstrate just how these Shine a Light books work. But these are the books that have a hidden message. So on one side, you read something about, it may be Secrets of the Rainforest, Secrets of Winter, Secrets of the Apple Tree. There are a bunch of them. And so you're reading about, let's say, the apple tree, and they want you to know if you can see something. And when you hold the flashlight up to the back of the page, something is revealed. So the three latest additions to that series are On the Plane, Secrets of the Vegetable Garden, and On the Space Station. So just to give you an example, this is what you would look at. The astronauts are traveling at a speed of 5 miles per second. That's very fast. And then you would hold the light up behind the page, and it says, can you see the space station? So you might not see it here, but once you hold the light up, you're going to see that. Okay, last new title that I have is Nibbles. This is the storybook, and this is the plush. He's covered in corduroy. Hold on, please. And he is just the cutest little monster. So much fun. I got one for myself and one to sell. And this little guy beside me adopted my Nibbles before I had a chance to even cuddle with him. But this is just a fun little story about Nibbles, the monster, and how he nibbles his way through all kinds of things, especially books. Fun, fun, fun. So that gives you a good idea of some of the brand new titles that we have. I hope you've seen one or two that you like, and you can check them out on the website. Thanks.